What's up? Welcome to the Virzi Triplets show. We're working on the timing in the beginning.
He was right on that one. That was your
couldn't
fault.
see his arms.
I pointed at you.
I couldn't see your hand. Mitchell was blocking your hand. Anyways, this week, very funny comedian. One of our best, I think he would say we're his best friends in comedy. Rob Pugliese, everybody.
Hi.
What up, Rob?
Completing the hat trick of the Virzi Triplets show.
Yeah,
Is this 3 for 3?
This is the third.
Third time.
The last time I had on cool sunglasses too, and I lost them, and I'm really angry because those were cool sunglasses.
Well, now we get to see your pearly blues.
I know.
Where did you lose them?
I don't know.
I've heard you. You said you had some good luck from our clips. Like we helped you kind of grow your social media a little bit.
I hate interviewer mode that you go into. It bothers me so much. It's so disingenuous.
He can't help it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you don't see the teleprompter behind you?
I know. It's creepy.
He's like Joe Biden. So, Rob, we hear you're from Connecticut.
So, Rob, you hate black bears. Is that right? You just go full fucking, what's his name?
Byron Allen.
You go full Byron Allen.
Oh, man.
Rob, isn't dating hard in Los Angeles?
You just, please show the beginning of the pod. If you're watching the video, Rob just showed us, he's like, yeah, I accidentally dropped boiling water on my toe the other day.
Oh, yeah. It's bad. You want to see a picture?
Yeah, show whoever's watching it, you're going to have to watch the video if you do it, but it's.
I'm just going to show nudes
Yes,
of my dick.
go to this camera. There. Jeff, can we get a, is that a
Can
good?
you see that, Jeff?
Yeah, I can see it.
Get
It's
tight in
the
that,
worst
baby.
thing I've ever seen.
It is brutal.
Yeah, that was from, I was making spaghetti in the afternoon. And I'm dumb. You know what it was? It was a pot that my roommate had, and it had like holes on the side, which I've never seen before because that's not what a fucking pot should have.
On the
You mean
side?
a strainer?
Yeah, but like on the side of on the actual pot, and it had like a lip like on each side that
Yeah.
you could pour.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was to strain the shit.
For those wondering, his roommate is Ahmed Al-Qadri, who's been on the podcast before. So it could have been like some Yemeni or whatever.
It felt like a terrorist attack. If I'm being honest, it felt like an intentional like way to disrupt the system.
You think this might have been? We might have to call like Homeland Security from this.
When I screamed, he yelled Allah. That's not true. But I saw it on there, and I was like, make a note of that, and I did, and then I forgot. And when I took it off the fucking stove, I just like immediately turned it because I'm dumb. Dude, it hurts so bad, like boiling hot water, and I had a sock on. Whenever I get hurt, are you guys the same way? I just ignore it. I'm like, it'll go away.
Yeah.
It's pain. Like what? It'll go away in a couple seconds.
I literally messaged you the other day about that, if you wanted that dresser that I had.
Yeah.
And then I threw it away. I texted you back immediately saying I'm throwing it away because I stubbed my toe. The door opened up and it just slashed my toe.
Yeah.
So now I just have a cut toe. I'm like, yeah, it'll go away. And then it just started bleeding everywhere. I'm like, all right, cool.
I know. Like
Love
I'm the same. Whenever I get hurt, I'm like, it'll go away in a couple seconds. But it didn't. It did not go away in a couple seconds.
But for boiling water to land on your foot, it's like a very concentrated area.
I know.
It was like a little waterfall spout.
Just
your ring toe is the only one.
It hit the last two, but that one's the one that got really, really. Because I had a sock on, so it just like soaked in.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is it still hurting? Why is it still hurting? And I tore the sock off.
For those of you that aren't watching the video version of the podcast, it looked like, if you've ever seen The Mummy, it looked like when the scarab goes underneath the skin.
Yeah.
That's exactly what your toe looks like.
Giant blister.
It was pretty gnarly.
You look like that guy that got melted in RoboCop.
Oh, yeah. Or Looney. What was it? Roger Rabbit?
No, my reference is better.
The Looney Tunes.
I liked my reference. Both very dated, but yeah, it looked like a big giant cashew is coming out of your.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But the rest of your feet look good.
Thank you.
Very manicured. Have you tried putting out like Foot Finder or something?
That is on Foot Finder.
Yeah.
That one specifically.
I bet
people are into weird shit.
I bet someone would pay for that.
Dude, what's fucked up about like kinks stuff is the worse it is, the more people like it. You know what I mean?
What's the worst kink you've ever heard?
Well, I don't know, but like foot stuff, you feel like dudes with like good-looking, pretty feet, but they don't. It's like weird, like gross feet. It's like anything.
They want like ingrown toenails with fungus.
Yeah, just like fucked up shit.
Well, because nobody else will, it's not common to see. So if you can find it on there.
Right.
The internet lets you really indulge in your disgusting sick.
It's a nightmare.
Do you like feet?
No.
No, I never got that. The foot stuff I never will understand.
Not me neither. It's like totally utilitarian to me. It's just, I kind of like was trying to imagine it because my buddy's into it, and I was like trying to picture why it could be sexy. He's a very famous comedian. He talks about it all the time on his podcast, Mike Blaustein.
Oh, I was joking, but okay.
No, he talks about it on his podcast all the time. But yeah, he's into it. And I was
Stiff
like,
Socks, check it out. We have a little bit of a bigger following than them.
Slightly. Yeah, I don't know. And I was trying to imagine it, and I like kind of get it because it's not supposed to be sexy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it's sexy, sort of thing. I
It's
don't
like
know.
people that are into like nubs or something. Like it's
No, that's-
not commonplace.
Nubs are very. Yeah, I feel like that's a way. Feet are pretty common. I feel like a lot.
Well,
of
everybody's
people
got feet,
Well, that's not true.
except for the people that have nubs. So that's quite a
Or
quite
diabetes.
Yeah.
quite a well, yeah, quite a jump there between.
I don't
kinks.
mind
Sugar
I
fetish.
don't mind feet. Like they don't do anything for me. I just
Well, I'm
don't.
saying
I don't
they
wanna,
don't gross me out,
They
but
don't
it's
make
not
my
like
prick hard. But
I have any
I
desire.
don't want feet touching my dick, especially if like some of those people that walk around barefoot everywhere. It's like it's disgusting.
here's
Yeah.
the thing: I won't knock it until I try it. Like I'm okay. I'm pretty open to trying things. Except writing jokes, but
except perfecting my craft.
yeah, except that I'm pretty open to trying.
Gay sex, I'll do it.
Yeah,
Sex with a man, definitely.
a punchline?
No.
Absolutely not. No. Yeah, I don't. It would be. I would want to see what the hype is about. Because if you had
Right.
some like lube or whatever on there, it probably feels decent.
I mean, I'll do anything because you get. There's only so many. As a straight dude, there's only so many things you can do in sex.
So it sounds like we need to go gay. Is what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Well, I was saying that.
You're saying
I'll go.
you would.
I'll go foot first.
You two can try it on each other.
You wanna?
Yeah.
Will 69 cartwheel fuck each other's feet? Just like a giant wheel going down Kester.
Yeah.
Their dicks between each other's feet.
You would have to kind of hold on to me. I would, because I'm smaller. I'm shorter than you.
Yeah, I know that wouldn't be much of a perfect circle.
Be like
No.
one of those 1,700 bicycles with a giant wheel.
The big
and
front
Mitchell's
wheel.
the little one in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Who between the two of you, who would be the top and the bottom?
Sexually?
Yeah.
I think the guy with a brass knuckle tattoo would be the bottom.
Yeah, but you got bigger muscles than me, so
They weren't even. We're about the same weight, I think.
I'll switch. I'll verse. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, well, if we're gonna try everything, we might as well go back and
Yeah,
forth.
I'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You get Tuesday, Thursday. I just need an extra day.
Deal.
Extra day top.
I'll wait till your blister goes down, and then we'll really get kinky.
Yeah, no, we gotta do it now.
Are you guys taking the weekends off?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we're
okay.
gonna need to.
We got to recover. It's
We're
gonna
gonna
be-
need to take those weekends off.
It's gonna be.
They have a Sabbath. The one day's the Sabbath,
Yeah.
bro. They gotta chill.
Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Well, that's sweet. Well, I'm open to trying it, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. What about you guys? Neither of you are feet guys.
I'm not a
No.
not a fan of it. I'm open. Like I said, I'm open to trying things, but like feet, like
What's the
between.
kinkiest thing you've ever done?
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, I've had sex on a sea-doo.
That was disgusting. I remember that.
On a jet ski?
On a yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whitest thing you've ever done. That's
Out
the
in
kinkiest?
out in the open, it was pretty fun.
They were
Who was it?
investing.
Name names.
He was investing in real estate while he was doing it.
Yeah, it was
You're
a girl.
closing on a stock exchange.
It was a girl named McKenna. She's long and.
Oh, bro, what are you fucking name? You're actually
Fucking
naming
name
names.
dropping.
of
You
fucking
who said it was a
Double
real
tip.
name?
well,
Obviously, the way
Fuck you,
Yeah,
McKenna.
real name. That was definitely a fake person.
Yeah, she doesn't have the same last name anymore. Good luck finding her.
Yeah, she changed her identity after
Yeah.
this came out.
I can't let people know that happened to me.
That can't be comfortable.
What about you?
Sex on the Sea-Doo. I still haven't done anything too. I haven't had public sex yet. I mean, I use like straps and shit. I got
What?
a couple. I got some straps.
Like an
Oh, I
like
think
an
like a strap on.
aerialist.
It's just you trapezing through your bedroom,
You twirl around.
just swaying from the ceiling.
I use those ribbons. Yeah,
there's a bear on a unicycle as he goes through.
I do hear that music sometimes coming from upstairs.
Yeah, you guys bust into each other's rooms and start juggling and shit.
I just come in a leotard and get shot out of a cannon.
Into her pussy.
fucking flying garbanzos just shot in the cannon. Shit, you know.
What about you, Alex, besides murder?
Necrophilia was when I was. Yeah,
That's what I figured. You
Yeah.
revisit the dead bodies. Ted Bundy style.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm not claiming on. I've done public.
He's a
smashed
missionary.
in
It's pretty
public,
wild.
yeah. Occasionally went doggy. I've done that
Wait, in
before.
public? Where?
On top of a hill on a hike. It's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a good
I
spot.
don't know if I would say it's public.
Well,
It's outdoors.
What hill? That sounds like something you must have done in our hometown.
It was.
Okay, was it Mount McCoy with the cross at the top?
No, it was not. It
was Rocky Peak.
Shout out Rocky Peak. That's it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I did at the top.
There's
of
like a
Rocky.
back end trail. I think I know where you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm not claiming to be
Sean
that.
sniffed it out. Sean fucking smelled the drippage like a truffle house.
It was public because he saw it.
Sean recorded.
Sean, come watch. Come watch.
He pulled up on
I need to
his
do
jet
this
ski.
kink.
I mean my binoculars. Yeah.
Nah, bro, I'm not. I don't do too much. Like nothing too.
The people out here, Alex doesn't look like he does.
No, I feel like you're the kind of guy that you'd like do wild shit with a girl and then you would call her a whore after and not like refuse to look her in the eyes and then never talk to her again.
My mom would be so disappointed in
Oh,
you.
you're disgusting. You fucking
That's
pig.
100%
And then he
it is.
hits her.
Yeah.
Full Patrick
Disgusting
Bateman.
pig.
No, I don't think there's anything. I mean, I don't think there's anything too like. I feel like there's a line where it's like, oh yeah, it's normal/normal-ish, and then it's like you go off of a steep clip into the.
The cliff is weird nowadays, though, because
Yes.
it's like porn is. Well, I don't know what the cliff is. You know,
Everything's so normalized.
Yeah.
Where it's like anal used to be.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw like a money shot on a face.
Yeah.
When I was a youth, and I was like, oh my word.
Shout out Peter North.
Yeah, he was the king.
Yeah, that guy's,
Yeah.
that guy's a savage.
Super soaker.
I don't know how he did it.
But
It was
now
so
that's
scary.
that's almost expected now,
Yeah.
which is very.
That's first date. That's how you say hello
Yeah.
to a lady.
Glaze
the Japanese bow. And that's how we do it. I think. Now,
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
sure if that's a Japanese. I'm not good with culture, but
They bow.
They are bowers. Okay, cool.
They bow.
Just making sure. I was right. Yeah,
Well, the fact that you don't know the difference between the culture is pretty culturally insensitive of you.
I'm just dumb.
I don't think so.
You think I'm smart?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's the.
There you go.
Fair enough. Yeah, dude, it's been.
Well, I think out
creepy.
here in LA too. I think if you're in a big city, it gets more depraved as a
Even the small towns, these girls.
Really?
Actually, I think small towns
Yeah,
are where it
sometimes
gets
worse.
loud.
Well, at least as a comic, when you're in that town, and then there's like one night, it's all on the table, and they're
Right.
like, just do whatever. And yeah, I know you're going to leave, so just do whatever.
Let me reset this. Let me set this. Do you think girls are freakier in a big city or in a small town?
She was a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train. I don't know. They're all whores. No, I'm just kidding. It is like, yeah, it's all like this sexual liberation stuff where anything goes with. I don't know that the where you are matters. I think.
I feel like
I
think
think
small
s-
town.
Small towns, you might be able to get away with more because if you're like there's like 400 people. Well, I guess maybe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
rumors get spread. That's how. But now, as an adult, it doesn't really matter. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think, yeah, I've had. I don't know. Both are fine. I think.
I don't know if we've talked about it before, but Sean and I used to work a sex party in the same club that had Hunter Biden in it. We worked one of those
What do
parties.
you mean you worked one?
We were bartending.
Oh, say that first.
Yeah, we were
We
bartenders.
fucked.
What?
You should say, you should
Sean
say you
worked Hunter
bartended.
Biden.
We bartended the sex club parties that Hunter Biden was a part of.
Is it-
He
did you see him?
He was not there the time we did it, but it's a pretty well-known club.
Where is it?
Well, they have it at different houses every year. The year we did it, which was I think 2020, real good start of that year, was it was
what
in
caused COVID.
of the top of Beverly Hills, I think.
It's like at a house.
Yeah. So they each mansion kind of whatever they can host it if they want.
So it's a legit like orgy.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all like there was like a Performance that they did,
Mm-hmm.
and there's then cocktail hour and it's black tie event. Everybody has to be very properly dressed,
Mm-hmm.
and then they do the show part, which is some guy in a Minotaur helmet
Mm-hmm.
that has an orgy with like 3 other girls or something. It's kind of odd.
Minotaur helmet, like the January 6th guy.
Was it that guy?
Yeah, the
might have
buffalo
Was
hat.
the buffalo guy there? He's still got the podium.
If you know Dan Bilzerian's logo for Ignite,
I know what a Minotaur is.
yeah, it's that.
I like
It's
Lord
one
of the Rings.
Yeah. And then from there they have then from there they go to the like it's almost like the sorting hat of
Oh, so
fucking.
really? So if you
Because there's each room is a different color.
Oh, yeah, they
hey,
told-
meet me in the red room.
oh, it's separated by race. That's crazy.
Well, they told us like, hey, you can check out.
drew
You could,
yellow.
you could go check out some of the rooms if you want.
No, they invited us.
you
to
didn't
go.
do it?
No,
What?
fuck no.
No,
Were these girls, were they attractive?
There were some good
There
ones.
was some attractive one, but there were also some
like troll guys because anybody guy like you can pay to get in. It's $2,000.
It was
to get in.
apparently a down year. They were expecting 150 and only like 80 showed up.
It was a bad. Apparently, it was one of the worst parties.
What, so they were pretty ladies or no?
Yeah, there were some
good
cute
ladies.
ones.
And you didn't want it?
A lot of like high end couples that would fly in
Right.
to go to this event.
I didn't want to squeeze in between the cock that was in her already. You know.
Gotcha.
It was more. I just didn't want to watch it because I saw some of the people and I'm like, I don't know if I want to see them banging.
I'm insecure.
No, it's not. I just didn't want to. I mean, did you see the guy that came to the bar after?
I did. He was
Yeah.
talking to you.
Yeah. So me and Sean are working the bar and like These people, when they're done fucking, can just come up to the bar and get a drink. Like
Just sweating.
they're naked. Yeah, he's just literally.
He's just reaching in the olive jar with his fucking hand, like, "Ugh."
This guy was completely nude. Just comes up, fat and sweaty, and his dick was almost on the table.
Nice.
He's just having a conversation. We talked about the New York Knicks for some reason.
That's funny.
And then
He's never maintained eye contact
I was
harder
like,
in
yep.
your life.
The New York Knicks. I mean Knicks.
yeah. And then we worked, I think, till 4 a.m.
And then Hunter Biden did crack off our cocks.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that was it. It was one of the weirdest nights of our lives, but surprisingly normal once you're there.
That's pretty fun.
It was weird.
It was weird.
I went to an orgy once by accident.
Oh, did you partake?
Yeah, by
Oh, you did?
accident. I didn't want to.
What do you mean you accidentally participated?
I was seeing this gal, sweet gal, and we were like hanging out for a while, and then she went to this party, and it was her friend's party, and he was like a swinger dude, and she texted me, she was like, you should come here, and I was already home, it was late, and I was like, I'm tired. She was like, you should come here, and sent me a picture of like this girl. And there's like, same thing, they had like a show, and it was like this really attractive girl, and she was doing like a dance thing and naked or whatever, and I was like, all right, cool. So I went, and it was like, that was over, so it was just people hanging out, drinking, and it was kind of like getting late. I was sitting with her, and then the kid came up, and he was like, hey, we're gonna go down to the garage if you want to come at any point. And she was like, oh, okay, maybe. She's like, do you want to go? And I was like, I don't know, because I was sober also. I'm the only person that's fucking sober, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. She's like, you can just go, like, you just go see what it's like, you know, just check it out. I was like, well, okay, fine. And we went downstairs, and it was literally in a garage. So we pulled the garage door open, and the garage door faced a busy street. And then we opened it up. There was 2 mattresses on the ground, and there was 5 people, or like 6 people fucking already. And they were like, get inside, get inside. And I was like, ah. So we had to go in and like close the door. And yeah, and immediately, you ever been to Comic-Con?
Yeah, no, but I've seen,
Kind of Comic-Con.
It's like, but it's like that. Like you go to Comic-Con and everybody's dressed up, and you're like, these guys are dorks. And then half hour in, you're like, man, I wish I had a costume. It's the same thing with an orgy. You can't just be the guy dressed, because then it's very weird.
Yeah.
You can't be the only guy just like in close staring at him. So there was like people just fucking, and I was like, I guess we get naked. And we did, and like, yeah, her and I fooled her. But the funny part is there was this fella there, and he had it was this white guy, and he had the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. It was gigantic. And he was like,
I
hey,
didn't know you
what's
saw
up?
me.
Yeah, he was there, he snuck in. And she was like, and he was like talking to us, because it was the 3 of us were like not involved, right? We were
Yeah,
just off to the side. And this guy was like, hey, how are you guys? And like shook my hand. I was like, what's up, dude?
yeah, I don't know where that hand's been.
Yeah, and she was like, you're here alone? And he was like, yeah, normally I come with my wife, but she had a brain aneurysm in August. And he starts weeping, like crying, full breakdown tears.
God.
And he's hard as hell. And his shoulders are shaking because he's crying, and his dick is bouncing as he weeps. And the girl's like, oh, okay. And she's like, hugs him, like, I'm sorry. And then the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, brings it in on me.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So she's in between us at least. But there was a moment, like, I know this is how, like, I know I'm like a toxic guy, because when you went to go for the hug, I was like, am I going to fucking hit this guy?
Yeah.
That was my first instinct to, like, punch him, because it was.
Well, he's naked trying to hug
It was
your girl.
so uncomfortable. I don't even care about that. It was more like that he's trying to hug. Dude, I don't know you. This is awful.
To be fair, you are in the garage at an orgy.
Yeah, but it was an accident.
So he's in the right for assuming that you're all about free love.
I'm not about hugs. I'll suck your dick. I'm not going to hug you like a gay guy. Yeah, but anyway, so it was wild. And then he like fucking wiped his tears away, and yeah, we hung out for a while. It was pretty crazy.
Did he end up plowing, or is he just watching?
No, he had sex with somebody. Yeah. Big dick on that fella. I wish I could remember his name. It was a bummer, because there was like some really pretty girls there, but they were just like having sex with their boyfriend. So I don't know what the rules are at an orgy. There should be rules on the wall.
I think you're allowed to swap. You
But
can't
you have
just
to-
you have to like agree to it, I think.
Yeah, it's like there's
no
still
shit.
like, but there's still like, we're in an orgy, and you still have to like go up and like hit on a person.
You might getting rejected at an orgy is very
Way
insulting.
worse.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because they could just look at you and be like, I'm good.
Yeah, so you have to like cut in like a. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Pull that out, please. I'd like to enter.
Mind if I take this hump?
Lower the drawbridge, please.
Yeah, it's weird, because yeah, there should be rules on the wall, but there wasn't.
Well, you're in a garage with mattresses on the ground, so I don't know if there's a.
You're fucking on top of oil stains.
I know, but there was still like etiquette that I was being like upheld, and I didn't. I'm also not going to just be like, oh, I'm going to have sex with her now.
Yeah.
We worked at we used to do fire insurance jobs way back in the day, and one of the jobs was in Palmdale, and we were taking all the crap out of this guy's garage because he had a garage fire, and he had it set up for orgies as well. So we had like a disco ball in the middle of the garage and like shitty satin sheets like lining the walls and like a swing on the door, all kinds of freaky stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Yeah, it was and that is not a I think he was
a homosexual,
I think
like 50-year-old black gentleman that
didn't he have AIDS?
I can't confirm that. I just remember it was.
He had painted on hair. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I remember we worked it the day Prince died. That's the only thing I remember of that.
Yeah, because he was
I
very.
was getting rid of the orgy room. He's like, Prince is gone, man. It's
Took
over.
down all the purple.
Generation's over, man.
Yeah.
Time to move on. Time to grow up.
I just remember he offered us sodas and hot dogs
That's nice.
because usually the owners.
No bun.
Yeah, just glizzy. Yeah, usually when we were doing construction, it was usually the owners, if they were good, would at least buy something, lunch, drinks, whatever. But if they didn't, then we fucking hated you. Like that, it's like a common courtesy. if
Offer
you're gonna
water.
Even if you're paying, they're paying you?
be- They're not paying much.
The insurance company paid us, not them.
They're not paying. It's not. So we're just there.
We're helping them out. You offer at least a beverage.
Sure.
If I have to pick up your cum-covered chair, you could at least offer me a Diet Coke. You know what I
fair.
mean? Like that's
I get that. That's
pretty
fair.
reasonable.
It's a
We
reasonable
just got back from a bachelor party this past weekend. That was not like the orgy. We didn't have any mattresses or anything on the
It was
ground.
Vegas, though.
No, it's Scottsdale.
Oh, I thought you were going to Vegas
That's
We're
later.
going at
That's
the end of the month.
for a different bachelor party.
No,
No.
just to be degenerate gamblers.
Oh, okay.
We usually do a weekly. We do like 2 trips a year with my dad, where we go March Madness and then we go for NFL and just boys trip, bet, watch sports, eat. Nothing
Gotcha.
too crazy.
You're welcome to come, Rob.
I'm busy, but what were you saying?
You don't even know the dates yet.
Nah,
you silly
I'm
goose.
busy.
He's got shows.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went to Scottsdale, and Scottsdale probably has the most hot women per capita.
I've
in
heard
the
that. I've
world.
never been to Arizona. I've driven through it, but I've heard that Scottsdale and like
I
Phoenix.
think you'd like it a lot.
Well, not Arizona. Arizona is a lot of turquoise wearing like rotisserie chickens. Like Arizona's not a pretty state.
Kingman is a big difference from Scottsdale.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
Scottsdale has by far the hottest women anywhere else.
Is it a college town?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
ASU.
basically, Arizona, it's Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, where ASU is literally just Tempe student, or Tempe is literally just ASU students. That's all it is. It's
Same with
just
Scottsdale?
Scottsdale is all the graduated ASU students that fucking marry rich guys.
Nice.
So it's just a nice the professional hotties graduate and go up to Scottsdale.
Right.
And then Phoenix, and it's all in the area. But that bar row, like, it's just all bachelorette parties. It's all hot, smoking hot girls. Needless to say, Mitchell passed out in the middle of Nashville, or the Barstool bar there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He fell asleep at a urinal,
How?
standing up.
With your head against the wall?
Something like that. That's what I've heard.
Did you ever see that picture online? It's a guy like passed out with his face in a urinal.
No, thank God that wasn't me.
God.
Pretty funny.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that. Something. Granted, I've never drank or anything, so I just can't imagine.
Yeah, you've never done anything, huh?
No, I'm bored.
What about nitrous?
No.
Yes.
Did you ever
it's
pass
it's laughing
yourself out?
Oh, laughing gas?
Yeah.
Oh, anytime I'm in the doctor's office or surgery, I'll take as much of that.
So
shit
he just
as
does
I can.
whippets. That's what he does.
You're just into whippets.
He fell asleep with it on during our hair transplant, and when he got back, he threw up like a minute straight of like straight scream vomiting.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't they supposed to monitor how much you're taking in?
Well, it was
pretty
kind of like half
relaxed.
on. It was half on, half off.
Yeah.
So like he was just asleep with it on.
When I was doing drugs, I got a tooth knocked out from fighting, and the guy, I had to get surgery to get a new one. And they were like, "Do you want like a Valium or the gas?" And I was like, "I need both." I freak out. They're like, "All right." And then I had the gas on, and I was just like huffing it so much that the lady like looked at me and just took it off my face.
I will say it is nice when I get the
great.
chance to get on that. I actually was thinking about getting. I was thinking about it last night actually, because I was like, man, I need to get more hair on my head.
Just addicted to surgery so you can get laughing gas.
Well, I want to get PRP. I want to get more plasma injected in my head. And I was like, oh, if I do PRP, I'll get laughing gas. And I was like, that's
pretty
fucking dope. Am I getting another fucking spam call? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
the needle they shove in your head is like a 5 to 7 inch needle that bends. It's like they'll shove it straight in your forehead, and then it'll
like bend
go
around.
off to one side
for
and bend-
Novocaine
for
It numbs it. Yeah.
yeah. They do like the
or anesthetic?
they call it the halo. They make a little halo in your forehead. It puffs up around it. Oh,
sounds
have we not showed you?
We have a YouTube video about it. It's pretty gross.
It's pretty nasty.
Sounds pretty nasty.
So wait, when you go to if you had to get laughing gas again, you just can't get it?
No, that's fine. I had a kidney stone a couple weeks ago.
Oh, God bless,
no.
dude. I'm sorry.
It's been a tough month for Bobby. My toesies, my kidneys. It was the worst. Like, dude, I broke my ankle when I was 15 in 3 places, and this hurt more. It was insane. Yeah, and it was weird because, like, you know, sometimes I hadn't jerked off in a while.
Yeah.
A little behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I jerked off. You know, sometimes you'll do that and it, like, hurts a little.
Yeah.
It's, like, a lot.
You get like a soreness.
Yeah, I thought it was that.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh, it's fucking annoying. But then I kept waking up and it was getting worse and worse and worse until I was like, something's very wrong.
Oh no.
And it was like, it literally felt like somebody was like squeezing my balls as hard as they could. And then someone else was punching me in the kidneys and like stabbing me at the same time. I was crying, dude. I had to call Richard, my buddy, and be like, bring me to the ER. Like, I'm dying. It was awful.
Rob, your neighbor's upset. We could have brought you.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't even think of you guys. I was like hallucinating. It was hurting so fucking bad.
It's a double-edged sword for you, too, because one of the things that breaks up kidney stones is beer.
Is it?
There's other things that break it up, but yes.
Wait, so you had to go to the ER for your kidney stone?
Well, I'm dumb, and I went to the walk-in first, and that took an hour and a half. And I was lying on the couch screaming.
You went to like urgent care.
Yeah, like on right down the street. And I was screaming, and there was a bunch of people in there, and I was just screaming. And Richard was like filling out the paperwork, and they were like, okay, does he have insurance? And he was like, can we figure this out after? And they were like, no. You have to pay for it. I was like, here, just give me my credit card. I don't give a shit. It still took whatever. And then I got into that room, and a woman came in after 20 minutes of waiting, and she was like, oh, you got to go to the ER. We can't do anything. And I was like, you fucking kidding? They rolled me to the ER, another hour of waiting. And I'm screaming, like, please, somebody help me. It was so bad. I got in, and dude, the healthcare is just so shitty. And because everybody's addicted to heroin now, you can't get pain relief. Like, unless you're visibly bleeding or like, you know, like something horrible has happened, they won't give you anything. And I used to do a lot of painkillers, so like I have a high tolerance anyway. And I had to like beg the guy to give me 1 Vicodin, which he finally did.
That's kind of like full circle for you because of the past. You didn't get to enjoy the pain relief.
I know, right? But it wasn't even, they wouldn't do it anyway. Like before even asking that, they just give you like liquid ibuprofen.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and I was like, it was some dude. I was like, dude, this isn't enough. I'm crying.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's okay. And I gave it like 6 minutes. I was like, go get the guy. Give me more drugs.
But there's
Take the
like
Tylenol.
nothing they can do, though.
Yeah, they can give you painkillers.
They give you painkillers, but otherwise, it's like, yo, you need to be on a diuretic.
Wait, is there anything that helps?
That's what they do. They give you a diuretic, and ibuprofen does help because it like fucking, it's all, you know,
Vasodilator.
swelling or whatever. Yeah, like, so it did go away, the pain. But he was like, they gave me an MRI, and I didn't know what was wrong.
You got an MRI for a fucking kidney stone?
Yeah, because I didn't know it was wrong. Like, it could have been also, there's a thing called like testicular torsion,
Yep.
which is surgery where your balls get all scrambled up.
Yep.
I don't know how that happens.
That happened to our friend's 13-year-old brother.
Really?
He was in
If
a
that-
wheelchair.
Just twisting your balls around, or like,
I
how
don't
does
know
it
what
happen?
happened.
Yeah, they twist around.
They were
Too much
actually
breakdancing?
Yeah, man. They rejected him. They're like, yeah, there's nothing wrong, and he like literally spent a full day of like,
Dude, it's unbearable.
yeah,
Because there isn't much they can do. Yeah, that you got to get surgery. So I was, yeah.
Did you
So-
keep it?
I didn't. I haven't fucking. The guy was like, it's like, so there's 0 to 10 millimeters is like the size usually, and 0 to like 5 is there like you pee it out, and then 5 to 10 you should probably like get surgery or they can do other stuff for it. And mine was 5, so it was like right in the middle.
Dude.
And the guy just didn't give a fuck. Like, I was screaming, and for so long, and I was like, Richard, go get the, like, we were waiting for the doctor, and he went to the nurse's station. She was like, oh, the doctor hasn't been in there yet? Yeah, I'll get him. And then he came in, I was screaming, like, bent over, and he walked in, and he went, what? I swear to God. He walked in, he was like, what's going on? I was like, dude, I don't fucking know. I'm dying. So, yeah, he didn't care. He was like, yeah, you'll probably pee it out or whatever, and then just left. And it was fine, and it was better, and then, like, a couple days ago, it hurt again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
They
I'm
usually do come in pairs.
terrified.
Oh, no.
Pee in a strainer though, you gotta collect it.
For what?
Jewelry.
Well, if it's a certain size. Yeah.
Jewelry.
Yeah.
But fuck, one of the comics on that show,
Todd Royce. Oh.
he had one. I think it was like almost the size of a shark tooth. Like they had to.
It looked like a Civil War bullet.
Yeah, dude, but the peeing it out hurts, but it's going from your kidney to your bladder. That's where it really
I was
hurts.
saying because the ureters
I
are
can
actually
pull it.
smaller than the urethra. I've had some issues with my kidneys.
What's a ureter?
It's the thing that connects your kidney to your bladder.
Yeah, that's where it hurt. It just like, dude, it was unimaginable pain. That just, it was so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard it's worse than giving birth.
Yeah. So I've done that, and there's like nothing that women are better at me. Because it was bad, but I was like, I got over it. I don't need a fucking holiday every year.
That is something I hope I never have to experience.
It's pretty gnarly, dude. I don't recommend it.
Like I said, if I ever have an inkling of
I
it,
don't know if
I'm
he still
just
has
gonna
it up.
just absolutely black out. Like just drink as many beers as I
Like
can.
on
Yeah, if I had any way to handle it, I would have. Like,
Yeah, I feel bad for you. Anybody that has to get a kidney stone, because like we talked about last week, Mitchell and I are part of the 12% of men that have had UTIs, and that was brutal enough.
oh, really?
Yeah, and
Is that rare for men?
It's very common for women, but
Yeah, I know.
for a guy, you either have to like not pee after sex, like and then just sleep,
Oh.
and it's just like or Sean got soap up his urethra and it got.
Shouldn't that
infected.
clean it out?
I guess
I don't know what
maybe,
happened.
I don't know.
The pee, but anyway, it got mine was so infected, like I was pissing orange.
There
Like,
we
it
go.
felt like a knife was
found
getting
it.
shoved up my balls.
Sucks
This-
so bad.
That was his.
Is it?
That is the kidney stone our buddy had
Damn.
taken out,
Yeah,
which he had
it's
to have surgery.
huge.
That's not even.
No, yeah. You
And he's a
can't pee
big
that
boy.
I don't know if you can see.
Well,
it
nobody's
on the-
urethra
See it on
is
the
like-
camera there. Can you see that, Jeff?
Yeah, kind of.
It is.
I mean, you could see the
is
size of that
massive.
thing is insane.
I think his most liked photo too. So
Well, you know,
I mean, God bless. I'll pity like that shit.
Yeah, I don't. That's fucking bummer.
Rob, I feel for you, man.
Yeah, it
I feel
sucks.
for you. I pray you don't get another one.
Me too.
honestly, though,
But
that,
you never passed it, right?
No, I don't think so.
So it's
The
just
pain went away. They gave me a diuretic and like these strong anti-inflammatory, whatever, non-narcotics, and I was taking those for a couple of days, and like the pain was gone, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then, yeah, like a week or two went by, and it happened again. So I just took the pills, and it went away.
so wait, but they said it was 5 millimeters, didn't they?
Yeah,
So okay, so it has.
They did an MRI.
but sometimes it like breaks up.
Oh, it breaks up.
So I'm hoping that's what happened.
Do you know if there's anything that like causes it, like food or?
It could be genetics. It can be like food. I think I know what it is because I have like my family history with like disease and stuff is really good. We don't really have anything except for diabetes, but like everything else, like we don't have a lot of cancer or anything or any of that stuff. And I started taking this. It's like this supplement drink that has BCAAs in it,
Yeah.
like amino acid.
yeah.
That's the only thing different I've done in my diet in like the past year or whatever. And I googled it and it was like that might be the reason why.
Well, what's the drink? Because I don't want to drink that shit.
I forgot what it's called.
Is it like Prime by Logan Paul?
No, but I did have a couple of those. So.
Those actually tasted a little better than I thought.
Really
they
good.
would. Yeah, they weren't as. I thought they'd be shit because Gordon Ramsay reviewed them and he's like, "This is fucking piss." And then,
Yeah, it's good for an energy drink.
yeah, well, I don't really like energy drinks, but yeah, if you find out the name of that brand, let me know because I do not.
I think it's
want-
called like Alpha EAA or something.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
that sounds par for the course for a amino acid brand.
And I hope you should check if your Rippets have BCAAs in there, dude.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff chugs those every fucking day.
hell yeah, dude.
Jeff chugs some energy drink
What's a-
shit.
Oh, it's like a 5
It's like a
hour.
knockoff.
It's like a shitty energy drink.
Yeah. You get some on like
Oh, I see.
Amazon Prime for like get 100 for
Those
like,
are, yeah, those can be.
$10.
Anything, yeah, it just can happen.
Yeah, well, back to the original point before you went on your, wham, I had a kidney stone fucking.
I brought a child into this world. How dare you?
Actually, technically not. It's
I know, it's aborted. I'm gonna go to Planned Parenthood. You just take this kidney stone out of me.
like I'm so sorry
Cross the
you
picket line.
lost it. Yeah.
It's in the third trimester. We can't.
Just start crying after, like, I shouldn't have done it.
You're in a kidney stone miscarriage.
Yeah, you need to go to
Yikes.
New York if you want to get that taken out. Yeah, we went to a bachelor party, which bachelor parties I feel like are very overrated. Everybody hypes up bachelor parties and it's like, oh, this is gonna be the time of our life, and then it's just a bunch of like 30-year-old men that are way too drunk and like pass out at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Well, you guys don't. Nobody did coke. Usually that's a staple.
No, we're not. We don't do any drugs.
I know, but I'm saying anybody.
Coke should have been because I would have sobered up a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's what they needed.
That's why you have it.
Yeah.
And keep drinking.
We didn't do that.
Was it strippers?
No. One of our buddies was on a bird scooter and got hit by a car. That was fun.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same level of boner.
But he didn't want to stop because I guess he may or may not have been drinking on it. So if you apparently you can get a BUI.
What? Really?
Dude, getting a DUI on a bird scooter would be the worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
but you can. You can get a biking or operating under the influence.
Right.
That's horse shit.
So he
You get it for just a regular bike.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So he fled the scene and he just came back and his leg was just all swollen.
His calf was probably this big.
Really?
It was fucking
Oh,
insane.
it broken?
He's a big boy.
No,
No,
it wasn't broken.
broken.
He's very durable, but it was
Damn.
extremely
That's
swollen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
we
about you
had
guys? No adventures? Nothing crazy?
Well, they blacked out.
Sure.
So we had 3 events planned. Sean just skipped the halfway through the first one and then blacked out before the other 2.
Nice.
So Sean passed out at probably 3 p.m.
There were
Friday, Saturday.
both times I came to it, like the first time I was like, "Oh man, it's 5 p.m. It's time for dinner." I look up, it's 5 a.m. I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Damn.
The next time I blacked out at like whatever, I think 3 p.m. and I had set my alarm for 9, and I was like, "Oh fuck, we gotta check out soon." So I literally packed my bags. I'm like, "Alex, don't worry, I'm packed up." And I go outside and it's literally pitch dark. And I'm like, "Fuck, it's 9
p.m.
It's 9 p.m. God damn it."
That's hilarious.
So that's how you know you black out too many times on a trip when you don't even know what if it's sunny or dark out.
Yeah.
Mine was more of a brownout the one day.
Those are scary. That's when you get into trouble.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of those.
What's a
Wait.
brownout?
It's when you're not fully blacked out, but it's like getting hazy. You know, you don't really remember.
You could piece part of it together.
Yeah, you don't pass out. You're still like conscious and doing things.
Yeah. It's like right
But
before.
with no motor skills or like
Yeah.
inhibitions.
Yeah. So the one day I browned out, fell asleep, and then woke up at midnight. And my buddy texted me right when I woke up. He's like, "Are you coming to the casino?" So then I got an Uber to the casino, got on the craps table, and almost hit all the numbers, which
Really?
is like a what?
Yeah, Mitchie.
It's like a 250 to 1 bet.
if you put $5 on it, you win 1,000.
What'd you win?
Well, I hit the small.
He missed one.
So whatever you hit you hit the numbers between 2 and 6. Those are all the
Yeah,
small
yeah.
numbers, and then
Right.
you go from
Gotcha.
like 7 to 12. So the only
8
the,
to 12.
It,
You
oh
can't.
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
sorry,
You can't roll
8 to 12, and the only number I didn't hit was a 12.
Gotcha.
But hit everything else. So I think I made everybody
He made everybody a good amount
collectively.
of
It
money.
made everybody like a couple grand.
That'd be a cool movie, like Rain Man, but you're just a drunk at craps.
That's kind of what it was.
Got magic fingers.
That's kind of what it was.
That'd be a sick idea.
Literally rolled up.
Pinball wizard. But you're just an alcoholic with dice.
More of a Nick Cage.
Snake Eyes.
Leaving in
Which
Las
movie?
Vegas.
Oh
Sort
yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that was eventful, and then obviously I got pretty toasty the one night. But
So when are you gonna like come to AA? You think?
before this podcast, I'm like Rob is definitely
Yeah,
going
I
to
just
ask about it.
mean, if you need a sponsor, I'm happy to help.
Appreciate
We're
it.
gonna need a thorough inventory on the 4th step, which is important. You tell me all your deepest, darkest secrets. I will use it against you.
So it's like Scientology kind of.
Sorta.
Okay.
Can you give him one of your deepest, darkest secrets to?
Everybody, let's do a round of deepest, darkest secrets. Let's do a podcast called Deepest, Darkest Secret, where it's just people ruining their lives.
Yeah.
I don't really have
Well, what are the 12 steps? What's the first one?
First step is
admitting you have a problem.
yeah. Well, it's what is it? Admitted you were powerless over alcohol and that your life has become unmanageable. So powerless means 2 things, right? 2 things, because I like to educate while I'm here too. It's not all left. I like to help.
It's not all
That's why I come
orgies
on.
and
Yeah, it's
kidney
not
stones.
all orgies and kidney stones. Sometimes you gotta save some lives.
Sure.
But powerless means that when you start drinking, we talked about this the first time. When you start drinking, you lose your ability to stop at some point.
Sure.
But the other part of it that's worse is you can't not drink. So you'll fucking ruin your life, right? And then a couple weeks will go by and you'll be like, it wasn't that bad. And you'll start drinking again. You can't remember how bad it was prior. And then the other part of it is your life's unmanageable. It just means things are getting fucked up because of it.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Relationships,
I think after the
jobs.
bachelor party, we know at least one person that's like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not Mitch, but
Different guy?
different guy.
Probably up there. Sure.
Well, Mitchie, definitely the first part. The second part, not so much. Everything else.
The second part's the hard. Yeah, that's why people drink forever, because you can do the first part, and if you're still able to take care of stuff, who cares?
Yeah.
And if you're not getting arrested and whatever, you know,
Yeah, it's more functional.
you need the consequences.
Well, he just sleeps. He doesn't he never gets into trouble. He just sleeps
Yeah, yeah.
on the street sometimes, but that's about it.
Yeah, there was that. There was
And on urinals.
The last time we were in Scottsdale, he passed out on the street.
That's okay in Scottsdale. I feel like though.
Yeah, sleeping in 100-degree weather.
Wait. What's the second one?
Thin out the herd. The second one is came to believe a power greater than yourself could restore you to sanity. So that means
Like God and shit.
well, it means that you start by going to like the meetings and stuff to have some faith that you can get better through this program.
Okay.
Then the third one is turned your will and your life over to the care of God as you understood him, which is a pretty hefty one. That's a tough one. The first time I heard that, I was 19, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm going to die. But all it really means is that you make a decision to do the rest of the steps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 is tell everybody your deepest, darkest secrets.
Or you make an inventory of your resentments, your harms, and your fears. 5 is you tell somebody all that. 6 is you get ready to have those things, be willing to let those things be removed from you, your character defects. 7 is you ask for them to be removed.
Who can remove them?
You know, the idea is a spiritual thing, so it's like meditation or prayer, and
Okay.
it's focusing on them on a daily basis and trying to let go of them, not do them. And then 8 and 9 is you make amends, and then 10 is you just 10, 11, and 12 are just you do all the other steps every day, pretty much. So like, if something's bothering you, you write it out. 11 is you continue meditating. 12 is you try to help other people who are alcoholics or sick.
There you go.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of steps.
More of a sprinter.
Yeah.
No. It's not that. It's more like I'm already in denial about it.
Yeah.
I'm already trying to find a way to weasel out of it. I just don't.
Hey, baby, do it till the wheels fall off. I'm not telling you nothing.
Well,
you know?
no, I don't want to do that. That's a bad idea.
Unfortunately, that's how it has to be.
You have some control, because even if like you're like, I'm not gonna, he'll go through phase like, I'm not gonna drink a long time, and then like 2
Well, he
weeks later,
just said that they do that.
That's like one
No,
of the
I know, but
hallmarks of being an alcoholic.
it's not.
They can go for weeks,
It's
and then
proving
they, and
like
then
I'm going to prove to myself I cannot drink.
And then
you
they
do for a little
go
bit, and you're like,
through
okay,
and-
thank God, and
and
then
then
you
they go through
drink.
and fuck up. That's literally exactly what Rob said.
You know what we should do? We should take a lot of mushrooms. Both of you guys. Sean's okay. Sean seems like the only
I'm not
well-adjusted
really-
one out of all of you.
I don't really need
Oh
to take
well,
You
you
do.
know how I said I woke up at 9 p.m. the one night.
Yeah, but that's like a regular thing, right?
Well, I spent the entire night puking and shitting my brains out, which I think was food poisoning.
It was.
because I've never done that from drinking.
Yeah.
I went to
Shitting is an odd reaction.
I went to
You get so drunk you shit everywhere.
People do it.
I went to bed to Sean vomiting, and I was like, oh, someone had to get all the demons out. And then I woke up to Sean vomiting, and I was like, oh boy, that
Still in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I didn't know that part.
What do you
that
mean?
was Sean vomiting.
No. I didn't know that was. I just didn't know you had been doing that. I was already asleep.
I was doing it from like whenever we
like
got back, like
1:30 to
1:30 to 8:30.
well, I didn't know you were doing it the whole night.
That's
I heard
probably
it- I heard
food
it in the
poisoning.
morning.
That is a lot.
That's what I said. It was a lot.
You're shitting and puking for
We
that
did
one.
have one of our buddies
We had-
ordered $90 of White Castle at 5 a.m. and then we continued to eat it throughout the entire trip.
I had
But
2 or 3 day old White Castle and
Yeah,
charred
a lot
hot
of this
dogs.
trip is just like not cool. It was the least cool bachelor party ever.
I told you.
There's no strippers. You guys are just eating old ham, fucking drinking. It sucks. Let's do here. We're gonna get a little. We'll get a cabin. Bring Jeff. We'll get about 2 ounces of mushrooms. Okay. We'll take way too much. The first time you do them, you have to take way too much.
The hero's journey or
Yeah,
whatever.
and you have to. Then it's gonna be a nightmare, but it'll change you for the better. We'll go to
I'm
fucking
not-
Big Bear or
I
something
It's a nightmare.
because it has to be.
I don't like.
Because that's
the
how you
sound
know
of
you
that.
did enough. If it's a nightmare,
I don't like the sound of that.
You're not supposed to.
Well,
It's a
I don't
journey.
wanna do
You
it
conquer
then.
a
You're,
fear.
you're gonna.
Well, I will say
I'm more
maybe
open
this
to
is
it now.
maybe I don't know how long you've been doing them, but I have seen a more positive Rob.
Well, last year was like the worst year I've had in a long time.
Is that why you stopped hanging out with us?
No, I've hung out with you guys more. It's
Well, you
why
were
I stopped dating.
You were questioning going back to Wherever you're from.
Connecticut.
Back home.
For a very short, brief period of time, just because I was a very sad boy.
And then my oldest brother, Michael, actually said you were his favorite comedian and that you shouldn't
it's the
quit.
only reason I kept going.
You know what's hilarious? Is I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be. I told him the other day. I was like, yeah, we're gonna be hanging out with Rob Pugliese, and he's like, who?
Oh, why the fuck would I know who that is?
And I was like, he's the one comic you like, and he's like, the fat one. I'm like, no, the other. Well, close enough.
Short memory.
It's funny.
Yeah, but he liked you at the time. He liked you. He still likes you.
He's in spurts. He comes in spurts.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to do the mushrooms. I don't need to do any of the stuff.
You do.
No.
I'm more after hearing you and Jeff.
What would you-
Leach
okay,
do
hold
it,
on.
I'm much more open to it.
What would
Jeff
you?
Leach. Why does that sound? Is he a comic?
He's a comic.
He's a British comic.
Sounds
yeah.
familiar.
What would you rather me do? Would you rather me
Mushrooms.
AA or mushrooms?
Oh, well, mushrooms aren't going to cure it, but they're good. They do help. They've been using hallucinogens, not mushrooms, but other stuff to like help with heroin addiction and stuff.
He doesn't have a heroin addiction though.
Addiction's addiction, but yeah, I think Alex would benefit the most from it.
Really?
If I took mushrooms, what do you think would change?
Hopefully, all of it. You know,
He'd,
Hopefully your
start
personality.
drinking.
Is it reversing?
Start doing all the drugs.
I've
Get addicted
wasted
to
so
coke.
much time not experiencing anything.
Well, that's probably true. That is probably very true. Just in terms
Hey, Al, do you want to drink after what you saw this weekend?
No,
After this weekend, I don't.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you give up a lot doing comedy, where it's like, yeah, but he goes on trips and stuff, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do a shitty bar show in Temecula.
That's
or
a
whatever.
trip. We had fun everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Is that way people would fucking kill to be in our position? We have no kids, no responsibility, whatever. We can do whatever we want.
Some would say that's not a fulfilling life. I don't mind it.
We could still have a fulfilling
But
life.
here's the thing.
If that's what gives you fulfillment,
Here's
you should
the
also take the 12-step program.
We're only 31.
Or
That's not
mushrooms.
that's not a fulfillment thing. That is a
Look, he's not into steps. All right?
We're 31.
sure.
You know, if we are women, it's a different story because their eggs and stuff dry up.
It's pretty sick. You got all the time in the world.
But we have all the
We
time
got to
in the
like
world.
68 before
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I better start taking
Al,
things seriously.
Al Pacino just had a baby.
Yeah, 88.
Well, that woman was a
Doesn't
she's
matter.
I don't know what the
Puerto
equivalent of-
Rican?
No,
Oh, because I get pregnant
Arab.
A
easily.
witch.
no,
She's a
Puerto
no,
Rican witch?
no.
She's a coffin chaser.
Yes, her entire dating history is like Clint Eastwood,
Good
De Niro.
for her.
I know. I respect it. I
Wait, she's
respect
been keeps going for guys that don't die.
Just old actors.
keeps going for
Those
old
guys who
dudes.
will not die. Abe Vigoda. She dated for like 20 years.
She's like a hospice nurse.
Yeah,
Is she really?
yeah.
Well, no, but
Oh,
from
yeah.
fucking those guys.
Angel
that
of
was
Death.
the joke. Yeah, the joke.
No, I didn't know. Maybe she was.
Yeah, no, we don't have to worry about that.
You also thought that working at Costco, he thinks that working at Costco is like that's his fulfillment.
No, I think
What?
I think if you're going to have a normal job, that's not a bad job.
Costco?
Yeah,
Why?
good benefits. They treat the people well. There's a lot of MILFs that go there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but don't you make like $15 an hour?
No, you get like pretty good benefit. I think you start at like 24. It's pretty solid for just checking bags and stuff.
I like that that's your backup plan.
It's an attainable
It's either-
backup plan.
It's either Hollywood's fame or Costco.
His backup plan is the job you would get when you're 16.
Well, it's
I think there's a height requirement there because they got the shelves, the high shelves.
We have warehouse experience.
they're more
We have
accommodating.
warehouse
They're more
experience.
accommodating now.
But there was the three of you, and you guys could pile on each other. I don't think solo. It'd have to be a three guy thing.
You know what's funny is one of our favorite memories of the warehouse is we had to literally climb the
we were
the shelves.
disassembling the racks for these warehouse shelves.
So they each climb one together. So one's on the second, one's on the third, and one's on the very top. And they all have like wood planks. So you put the pallets on wood planks.
Yeah.
And one of them steps on the piece of wood, fucking breaks in half, hits one of the other ones on the head.
No, it hit. Alex was hanging from the warehouse things, and the plank hit me in the back of the head. So I'm laying like face down from the plank.
Because
hitting me.
your life is just the Three Stooges.
That
It
was
also
very,
happened in black and white.
yeah, that was very Three Stooges.
And then the other one fell out and was held up by the fucking metal shelf.
Jesus.
yeah, it was not a fun job.
And then we were unloading a table, and Mitchell missed the ramp. Like we were just on a Penske
I
truck.
was walking
Mitchell-
backwards.
Walking backward, missed the ramp, and
Oh.
literally just fell like 3 feet straight to the ground.
That's
It
rough.
was fantastic.
My favorite, Rob, we were at dinner the other night at Taco Tuesday. We were just talking about, we were talking, shooting the shit, and we're like, someone's like, yeah, I feel like you guys are are, decent height. And I'm like, yeah, we're the average height. And Rob just goes, of what species?
Well, we were in a Mexican restaurant, so that was true at the time. You guys were average height there.
Yeah, that's very true.
I was a giant.
Jeff
was a god.
We were taller than the taco ladies.
No, but those ladies got to be tall. They got to get above those things.
No,
you were taller.
We were taller.
Not really.
They were like 5'1".
Yeah,
Like 5'1".
we towered over them.
All right.
We're big guys.
Which, to be fair, I think I could marry one of those women.
There's that one that works there. It's really pretty.
There's
I
a
think
couple
she's like a
cuties.
hostess or something. Or a
Yeah, she's
waitress.
cute.
One of the taco, I think they switched her up, but one of the taco ladies was chatting me up in Spanish. And I'm like, okay,
They didn't expect us to speak Spanish, so when we did, they like started asking us questions and giving us like the papi sort of eyes,
Yeah.
because they want a green card or something.
It's
But
it's so funny to be impressive as a white dude. You just need to know like a minimal amount of a different thing.
Literally,
they
go
appreciate
anywhere
it.
else, yeah.
They appreciate it because they're like, oh, you actually took the effort to learn something.
Yeah,
To
for sure.
try.
Because otherwise, they just expect all of us to be idiots.
I just know
more than
kitchen
that.
Spanish. That's all I know.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
Yeah,
you
but
got.
that's-
Call the
even-
busser's mom a whore or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Pele na.
Tu
Rob,
madre
would you-
es basura.
Would you be a passport bro?
What's that?
A passport bro is like those guys that'll like they go to different countries and like basically marry a woman from Colombia or whatever
Because they're sick of the
because
women.
they're sick of the Americanized women.
More
No,
traditional.
I just gotta stop dating. I think white girl. I don't know. I think it's L.A.
oh,
maybe.
Oh,
I don't
for
know.
sure. Yeah. The
It's also like I know what I'm doing and I've learned from it. Like because there's different. Alcohol is a child's addiction. All right, let me break it down for you.
okay.
Alcoholism is for children.
Okay.
Any idiot can be addicted to alcohol. No
Go
offense, I
on.
was for a while. It's a fun beginner addiction. It's adorable almost. Then you get over that, right? You do a little drugs and whatever, blah, blah, blah. The real addiction comes later when you're sober for a long time and you find other ways to escape reality. One of the best ways is dating people who are evil. It's a very exciting high, and it feels exactly like cocaine. It really does. It's the exact same feeling of cocaine.
What? So, I don't even have an alcohol addiction.
Right.
So how do I get to such a level as dating a crazy girl?
I mean, I could teach you, but it's not going to be easy.
I don't think he attracts it. He's wearing a Hollister shirt right now. I don't think this is.
Well, I
gonna
had to wear something that offset the black background. I do want to get a different background for this.
Well, you guys kind of
podcast.
match. It's cute. Mitchell's Meadow Soprano shirt pops, and your Hollister red.
Remember how she used to be like the hottest woman in the world?
Yeah.
When Sopranos were on? She still is.
She's still very attractive.
Yeah.
But
She was like the shit.
she's married.
But no,
has
I could
kids.
train you. I could train you.
What are signs when you first see a girl? What are signs to look out for that she's crazy?
I'm attracted to her.
What else?
You gotta, like listen to her. It's a lot of work. Conversations or whatever. Now, it's generally it seems to be that people with like a bad, tough past is usually
And you guys trauma
Tough
bond over
childhood.
that? Is that kind of what happens?
a trauma bond isn't what people think it means. A
What
trauma
does it
bond is when it's kind of like what happens with like what's that called?
Isn't it
Munchausen syndrome?
Isn't it where something tragic happens to both of you at the same time? And
Or
Yes.
a tragic thing happens to one person does something that is traumatic to the other person.
Okay.
So like a kidnapping can be a trauma bond. Somebody
Okay.
kidnaps somebody and they're like there for long and they like learn to depend on them.
Yeah.
That can be like a trauma bond.
We've trauma bonded.
You three?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We
No, I
lost
know.
on Flores Lava together. That was
Twice.
Yeah, that's fair.
okay, so basically you have to listen to what she says.
Yeah, you just talk to a gal. Here's the thing: you just got to find somebody that's going to tell you they love you right away, and then you know you're in the right area.
Yeah.
So the
right
immediate-
away.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
first date.
No, like the first time you have sex, they should be like, "I think I'm in love," and because you're also fucked up, you're going to be like, "That sounds right."
Well, usually when Alex has sex for the first time, she says, "I think I'm leaving." That's usually how it goes.
And she has to limp out. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because I fucking laid it down, bro.
What?
My dick.
Oh.
The
No one believes you.
But yeah, it's
Okay,
like,
so if
it's
I-
like drugs because it's like gambling. That's what it is.
I like.
But
that.
instead of money, you're gambling with your sanity and your emotions, which is the highest level of gambling.
Yeah.
Instead of losing money, you're gonna lose your fucking mind.
okay.
It's pretty fun, guys.
I think you're actually a more emotional guy than all of us. I don't think we're.
I'm a deep well. Yeah, still surface, deep lake. Absolutely. No, I'm a very multifaceted individual. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't like
poetry. I like poetry.
Well, you've done all the soul searching too. You've been through it.
Had to.
We have not.
Yeah.
That's what the mushrooms are for.
We're gonna do this mushroom journey. We're gonna all find something out.
this might surprise you. We haven't faced much adversity in our life.
No,
No,
that's not
really.
true.
Blue collar stuff.
Yeah, but you're triplets and you're short.
And we did lose on the floor of lava. That's pretty.
Floor's lava, and
Twice.
your act, your whole comedy career. No, that's not true. You guys got dealt with some. Everybody does to some extent. I didn't really growing up either. I didn't have like a tough childhood.
I actually remember I was in my psychology class in college, and everybody, they're like, write down some of the worst things that have happened to you. And I was like, yeah, people called me names growing up. My brothers made fun of me. So then they're like, okay, we're just going to go in a circle. So like it went in a circle, and this girl's like, yeah, my uncle used to molest me. And like, it kept passing. And I was like, yeah, like my mom like was brutally hit by my dad.
You got to make something up. In
It
the
like
moment.
came to me, and I'm just like, I can't, just pass.
Oh, what a cop out!
That's
Oh,
funny.
I couldn't.
No, just pretend it's too much to talk about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
That's very
I was
funny.
like, what am I gonna say? Yeah, me and my brothers made fun of each other.
Well, I've seen you try to fake cry and like
Oh
fake
my
emotionally.
God, stop
At my
it.
grandpa's funeral, Sean, we were all giving wakes or eulogies.
My dad specifically said, he's like going into the funeral. He's like, hey, can you guys like give levity to the situation? It's going to be sad. So if you guys could be, lighthearted, fun.
Yeah.
So we go, okay. My older brother goes up. My older brother crushed.
He was
by the way.
last.
He was
last.
hilarious.
He buried me.
My older brother crushed. Me and Mitchell go up. We did good. We got some laughs. Sean goes up, gets no laughs, crickets at my grandpa's funeral.
I thought I had.
What was your opening line?
I thought I had.
Whoa!
what I
Did you
was
see how
gonna
much makeup they put on that guy?
I thought I had what I was going to say.
This crowd's
remembered.
real stiff, huh?
That would have been better.
Yeah, it would have been. I thought I had what I was going to say remembered, and then I just kind of blanked. So it was really bad.
So
That's a nightmare scenario.
it was bad.
but
nah.
to get out of it, he like kind of fake cried, which was everybody saw was not a good cry.
A very unconvincing fake cry.
to
I
get
didn't
off
fake.
stage.
I didn't fake.
He's like, I just
He tried to tell a story and then he just goes, I'm sorry, and like turned away. It was the most horseshit cop out I've ever seen.
Yeah, or maybe he has emotions.
No, he
Thank
doesn't.
you.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Thank
I
you.
know the difference from when he's actually sad, and that was not an actual sad. That was
so funny.
Again, still water, deep well. Robin, we're just you
You're
don't
the
understand.
opposite.
You don't know that.
You're
Zio said it.
you're a
Rob said
mirage.
it. I'm not.
You pretend to have something there, and there's nothing there.
I don't
No, see,
pretend
this
at all.
is projection.
That's
him
you.
projecting
Yes,
onto
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's,
you,
that's
Rob.
Who
Patrick
says I'm
Bateman
pretending?
stuff.
I'm not saying
projecting.
I've
You're
never,
projecting
Oh,
what-
not at all.
Yeah, you think everybody's like you because if
no,
you
no.
didn't recognize that
I'm
that
not-
wasn't true, you'd have to kill
I'm
yourself.
not projecting. I'm not saying I'm an emotional guy. I don't have emotions.
All right.
For the I have a very neutral threshold. There's not much that gets me out of the
You
threshold.
get angry.
either.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, of course I
Alex
get
is a
angry.
puddle. That's what he is.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying. I know I'm not a very emotional guy. I
You've never
know
been
that.
emotional? When's the
I
last time you cried?
Oh God.
oh, they were out of a froyo flavor on one of his dates.
It's fucking bullshit.
They were out of cake batter.
You gonna suck my dick at least?
It's been a long time since
When our
I've cried.
probably when our grandpa
Probably when our
died
grandpa
and when
died.
our dog died.
All right.
That's it.
That's reasonable.
Those
That
are both.
that was like 10 years ago.
That's a long time.
It's been a minute since I've cried.
Yeah.
Losing on the floor is lava might have that kind of almost.
We need a new game show so I can stop hearing that.
We're working
we're
on
in,
it.
we're in contention. So
We're
we'll see.
working on another.
on wood.
We're working on some stuff.
Is that the
Which,
name
if
of
you
the
wanna
game
see
show?
that
Netflix is Knock on Wood. You guys somehow fucking lose.
Netflix is capture the flag.
We'll tell you about it after, but if there was a game show to make him cry, this is the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it dating?
Yeah, it's a
We'll
dating
tell you.
show.
Dating game show? That makes sense.
Also,
No, that was the other show I got fucked out of.
I'm just doing this as a setup for before. Sorry. What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done?
Sure.
Okay, sorry. I just
Can you
need
do it
I need-
without like the creepy smile on your face when you say it?
That smile is exactly what you do every time you intro the episode.
That's fine. That's it's the intro.
It's
on
a
the
Rob,
public-
Rob, Rob. It's his third time.
That's not going. What's your favorite kink? Like it's weird. It's
Do you guys get comments about the infighting? Do people like it or no? I'm serious because it's so much of it.
Yeah, this show is just like a guest comes on and watches three brothers fight.
Yeah. It's like trying to deal with
well,
like family dynamics.
It is the Virzi Triplets show.
It's an uncomfortable Thanksgiving.
But do you get comments of like, I hate when they fight, or I love when they fight?
No, when people
Do you get comments?
we get some comments. I'm not gonna lie, we use a lot of these just for clips for social media.
No, I know.
I think some people like it and some people despise it.
Yeah, for me, it's very comfortable. Actually, you guys, because I met you guys when I was at like year 5 out here, I think, ish or something. And when I came out here, everybody that I would meet would get upset really easily just at the way I spoke to them.
Oh.
Because it was really sarcastic, and people like get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Not like I was being a jerk, but I was just like, "Hey, you're a fucking idiot, huh?" And they'd be like, "No, man, I'm not an idiot." And I was like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
So I couldn't take a joke.
Yeah, I started to be like nice, and then I hung out with you guys, and you just immediately started making fun of me. And I remember I went home and I was like, "Oh man, I feel bad." I was like, "What the fuck's going on? Like, I gotta. This is bad. I'm becoming a pussy."
So we give the energy that you were giving other people.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that does hurt." I forgot how to make fun of people because I just wasn't doing it.
So
LA pussified you.
Yeah, it did.
we toughened you up.
You reintroduced me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is where home
This
is."
is who you are. Yeah.
We were like your mushrooms.
You were.
We made you rediscover
I'm not-
yourself.
honestly,
Being
I'm
described
kinda
as an uncomfortable Thanksgiving, and Monterey is described as a moving argument.
That's fine.
Those are both great descriptions.
Yeah, you guys are like the
I'm proud of
like
that.
the Looney Tunes like tussle of like just somebody
cloud.
falls in and flies out. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm proud that we bullied you back into a
yeah. You guys are the first ones.
You're making them feel an emotion
shit.
right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I know,
you made me. This is the first time I felt something, and no, I felt a lot of anger this weekend. It was annoying, but because you're not I feel like that's a trait that's needed now.
Well, remember that kid? I don't want to say his name because he seems like an art guy. But there's this kid staying at my place who was a comedian.
Oh
Yes.
And I brought him out to eat, and you guys were just immediately shitting on him.
Yeah.
And I could tell like he was not happy.
yeah. No.
And I thought it was very funny.
Thank you.
was.
But I didn't care. But it was weird because I had to be like, yeah, all right, dude. Like he was staying with me, and I was like, you want to come out to eat? Like I was trying to be a nice.
You know-
guy.
you know what the
And
best
I brought
part-
him out, and you guys were like, so who's this Jew?
We,
They
said that.
We went like he was a New York comic, so like he could take a joke, and he couldn't.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah. Which
The
oh,
gentrified.
Well, I don't know. Whatever. Just
that's also how we that's our way of showing love.
same, but
I get-
that's not common nowadays.
Yeah. Well, when we hear comic, we assume automatically people are cool with being.
it's the
we'll do
exact opposite's true. Usually.
we'll do a litmus test. We'll put a couple out there. If you pull back a little bit, we're like, okay,
That's not true.
You know what's
we
funny?
did it that time.
We've gotten better now.
Well, that's because we're around.
Oh, I
you.
don't care. I
we-
think it's fine.
we had our backs
I don't
against
think
the
you
wall.
should change that, but
when we first started out, people did not like us, so we had to just open season on people.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, cool, you want to shit on us? Cool, we'll shit on you back.
there you go.
Now
That's
we're
what
like
you
a little
gotta
more loving.
do. Yeah.
The nice thing about that though, when we do that and people get turned off to it, is the nice thing is they'll never forget it because it's triplets doing it. So it's like I met these triplets and they just started shredding
so
me.
fucking mean.
It's like what? No, but we do it out of love. That's our way of showing love. But apparently,
Oh, they don't feel that.
some people don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Alex doesn't really know when to pull back.
He doesn't
I
know.
how to
He
pull
doesn't
back.
know what love is. He just kind of. It's like, yeah, this is what I think is love. Fuck you.
I do throw some haymakers every now and then.
Yeah, whatever.
But that's how you get respect.
I mean, your guys' thing, it's always directed internally, though. Like, you guys always end up fighting each other.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We start arguing and then the good barrel always turns back on us.
Yeah.
That's funny. Rob, thanks so much for coming on, man. Plug all your
Hey.
shit.
Rob Pug Comic on Instagram. We have a show that's going to be coming out with new episodes hopefully soon called The Red Rob Roy Show. I'm going to tell
there
you
you
guys
go.
when it comes out. Maybe you can
On
give me a
Tubi?
little shout out. No. We'll probably. But we got
Amazon.
it sold to a distributor.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
Also, do you want to
Congrats.
plug the show on your hat?
It's not that show. It's a
No.
different show.
No.
This comes out next
no, I know,
Wednesday.
but you.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. All my shows are on Instagram, but
you
it's
go.
at the Townhouse in Venice with Max Kestenbaum. Good dude, good
super
show.
dope
It's
show.
going to be a sick show.
And Eric Rocha is on there too, I think.
Kevin
Rocha,
Nash?
yeah, a lot of good comics.
That's actually a pretty stacked show.
Jeffy Z, plug yours.
Jeff Zinasek and Two Woke Boys.
Check it out. It's a hilarious show.
By the way, Jeff,
is
you didn't
hilarious.
use me as Jordan Skeeterson. I noticed that was you went solo on that.
Yeah, we did a solo.
I practiced my Skeeterson impression for quite a bit. And
You had a Jordan Skeeterson impression?
I just do Jordan Peterson, but
As a frat guy,
I was
pretty
going to do Jordan
Let's hear it.
well,
Let's hear a quick one.
What do you want to ask about? I'll give you advice.
Alcoholics.
Rob's having trouble getting laid. Can
Oh
you
my
help?
gosh, Rob, you need a. Sorry, my voice cracked. You know, Rob, you need to get your stuff together. You can't let these neo-Marxists run over.
Not bad.
It's not a bad
good,
impression. We got dates coming up. Check out VirziTriplets.com. Obviously, if you know all of our shit. I am going to put a Google number or something, so if you want to call in, leave a voicemail, whatever, tell us how you're doing, please do so. We'd love to communicate with you
that'd
guys.
be fun.
Yeah, I figure I'm going to put that in the comments since this will be a little delayed, and then I'll plug it on the next show. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Later. I've gotten so many fucking spam calls.
I got one, and I never get spam calls. Give a fuck.